the Great Pyramid of Giza, engineering marvel of the ancient world. For over 4,500 years, the Great Pyramid of Giza has stood as a testament to human ambition, intelligence, and perseverance. A structure so precise, so massive, and so mysterious that even today, it sparks debates among historians, engineers, and conspiracy theorists alike. How did an ancient civilization, without modern tools or machinery, construct a monument that has stood the test of time? Was it pure human ingenuity, or did they possess knowledge long lost to history? Welcome to Cerebro Ethos. In today's video, join us as we unravel the secrets behind the engineering marvel of the ancient world, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Chapter 1, A Monument to Eternity. The Great Pyramid of Giza wasn't just a tomb, it was a statement of power, ambition, and the unwavering belief in an afterlife. For the ancient Egyptians, the pharaoh wasn't just a ruler, he was a god on earth. His transition to the afterlife wasn't merely a spiritual journey but an architectural one, and the pyramid was the grand gateway to eternity. Imagine the vast desert of Giza, bathed in golden sunlight. In the distance, an enormous structure pierces the horizon, 481 feet of limestone and granite stacked with unimaginable precision. It's not just a pyramid, it's a time capsule, standing against the winds of history for over 4,500 years. Around 2600 BCE, Pharaoh Khufu envisioned something that had never been built before, a tomb unlike any other, one that would defy time itself. He called upon his greatest architects, engineers, and laborers to create a monument worthy of the gods. The result, a masterpiece that would become one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Unlike today's world, where blueprints and computer models guide construction, the Egyptians relied on knowledge passed down through generations, mathematics based on the stars, and the sheer determination of tens of thousands of laborers. But how did they achieve this? The Great Pyramid was once covered in gleaming white Tura limestone, reflecting the sun like a celestial beacon. Some say it could be seen from miles away, shimmering like a divine staircase to the heavens. At its peak, a capstone, possibly made of gold, would have crowned the monument, completing its divine presence. Its dimensions are staggering. Originally 481 feet tall, now slightly reduced due to erosion and looting. A base covering 13 acres, enough to fit nearly 10 football fields. Over 2.3 million blocks of stone, some weighing up to 80 tons. This wasn't just a tomb, it was a symbol of divine rule, an eternal resting place for a god-king, and a message to future generations. We were here. We achieved the impossible. The precision of the pyramid's construction has left historians and engineers in awe. The base is aligned almost perfectly with the cardinal directions, north, south, east, and west, with an accuracy that rivals modern GPS measurements. The ratio of the pyramid's height to its base circumference is strikingly close to the mathematical constant pi, a discovery not officially documented until thousands of years later. How did they achieve such precise calculations with simple tools? Did they possess lost knowledge of geometry and astronomy far beyond what we assume? For centuries, a common myth suggested that the Great Pyramid was built by slaves. However, modern archaeological evidence paints a different picture. Excavations of workers' villages near the site reveal that these laborers were skilled craftsmen, artisans, and farmers who worked in rotating shifts. They were fed well, given beer and bread, and even had medical care, a rarity in the ancient world. These workers weren't just building a tomb. They were fulfilling a divine duty, ensuring that their pharaoh's journey to the afterlife was a success. As the sun sets over Giza, casting long shadows across the desert, the Great Pyramid stands silent, unchanged by time. Though its golden capstone is lost, and its once polished limestone casing has been stripped away, its core remains, a monument to eternity, a testament to human ingenuity, and a reminder of the mysteries still waiting to be uncovered. But how did they move these massive stones? What hidden chambers remain undiscovered? And could there be secrets buried beneath the sands of Giza, waiting to rewrite history? The answers lie in the next chapter. Chapter 2, The Engineering Feat of a Lifetime. Now here's the mind-boggling question. How did they build it? Imagine standing in the blistering Egyptian sun, surrounded by thousands of workers, each playing a role in assembling one of the most ambitious structures ever conceived. Over 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing between 2.5 to 15 tons, had to be quarried, transported, and lifted into place, without cranes, trucks, or modern engineering. It's a feat so impressive that even today, some believe extraterrestrial intervention was involved. But the truth, as always, lies in human ingenuity, precision, and relentless determination. So how did the ancient Egyptians accomplish this seemingly impossible task? Over the years, archaeologists and engineers have proposed several theories. The straight ramp theory, one of the oldest and most widely debated ideas, suggests that a massive ramp extended from the pyramid's base all the way to the top. Workers would have dragged stones up this incline using sleds, ropes, and sheer manpower. The problem? A straight ramp long enough to maintain a gentle slope would have to stretch for a mile or more into the desert, requiring more material than the pyramid itself. This makes the theory impractical for a structure of this scale. The spiral ramp theory, a more efficient approach, suggests that a spiral ramp wrapped around the pyramid's sides. This method would have reduced the space needed for construction, allowing workers to move stones gradually higher as the pyramid rose. The challenge? There is no physical evidence of such a structure, and it would have blocked workers from precisely aligning stones near the edges of the pyramid. The internal ramp theory. One of the more recent and intriguing theories proposes that the ancient Egyptians built hidden internal ramps within the pyramid itself. These passageways, still undiscovered, could have allowed workers to transport blocks upwards from inside the structure. The supporting evidence? Theorists point to mysterious voids detected inside the Great Pyramid using modern scanning technology. Could these be remnants of ancient construction tunnels? Building the pyramid wasn't just about stacking stones. It required an advanced logistical network that rivaled the complexity of modern supply chains. The Wadi al-Jarf papyri. Recent discoveries, including the Wadi al-Jarf papyri, reveal an astonishing truth. The Egyptians transported massive limestone blocks via boats along the Nile. These ancient texts, found in a Red Sea harbor, detail the efforts of a high-ranking official named Merer, who oversaw the delivery of stone from the Tura quarries to Giza. But how did they move stones across land? Egyptologists believe workers placed the massive blocks on wooden sleds and poured water onto the sand ahead of them. This seemingly simple trick reduced friction by up to 50%, making it possible to drag the stones with less effort. Even more astonishing than the construction process is the precision with which the Great Pyramid was built. The base is aligned almost perfectly with true north, with an error of less than 0.05 degrees, an accuracy so high that modern architects struggle to explain how it was achieved. The ratio of the pyramid's height to its base circumference is remarkably close to the mathematical constant pi, even though pi wasn't officially recorded until thousands of years later. And while modern buildings crumble over centuries, the Great Pyramid has stood for over 4,500 years, enduring earthquakes, erosion, and human intervention. Despite centuries of study, the Great Pyramid still holds mysteries. Hidden chambers. In 2017, a team using advanced muon tomography scanning detected a previously unknown void inside the pyramid. Is this a secret burial chamber, a hidden vault of lost knowledge? No one knows, yet. Underground tunnels. Some speculate that a network of underground tunnels beneath Giza could connect the pyramid to the Sphinx and beyond, potentially holding undiscovered artifacts. The Great Pyramid of Giza was more than just an engineering triumph. It was a symbol of power, precision, and an unyielding belief in eternity. But who actually built it, and what was life like for those who labored under the Egyptian sun? The answers lie in the next chapter. Chapter 3. Astronomical Precision and Geometry. The Great Pyramid isn't just a giant pile of stones. It's a mathematical and astronomical marvel. The level of precision in its construction is so mind-boggling that even today, modern architects would struggle to replicate it without advanced tools. But how did an ancient civilization, without telescopes, GPS, or precision instruments, achieve such perfect alignment? The Great Pyramid is aligned within 1/15 of a degree to true north. This means that, despite thousands of years of plate tectonics and erosion, the pyramid's sides still face almost exactly north, south, east, and west. For reference, the best modern observatories struggle to match this level of accuracy. How did the Egyptians do it? One theory suggests they used the shadow of the sun at different times of the day, or tracked the position of stars to determine true north. Another mystery. Unlike other pyramids, which became slightly misaligned over time, the Great Pyramid's precision remains eerily accurate. The Great Pyramid encodes fundamental mathematical constants. The ratio of its height to its base perimeter is remarkably close to pi equals 3.1416. The ratio of its slant height to half its base is nearly identical to the golden ratio. Phi equals 1.618, a number found throughout nature, art, and even modern architecture. Did the Egyptians stumble upon these numbers, or did they intentionally incorporate them into their design? Some Egyptologists believe these mathematical relationships were purely coincidental, while alternative theorists argue that the builders had access to advanced mathematical knowledge. Could this be evidence that the ancient Egyptians understood complex geometry long before the Greeks formalized it? One of the most debated theories is the Orion correlation theory. In the 1990s, researchers noticed that the three pyramids of Giza align almost perfectly with the three stars of Orion's belt. This constellation was sacred to the ancient Egyptians, as they associated it with Osiris, the god of the afterlife. Why is this significant? The Nile River, running alongside the pyramids, is said to represent the Milky Way in this celestial map. This suggests that the pyramid complex wasn't just a tomb. It was designed to mirror the heavens, possibly acting as a gateway to the afterlife for the pharaoh's soul. Could this be intentional? Some scholars dismiss it as coincidence. Others believe the Egyptians encoded celestial knowledge into their architecture, reinforcing the idea that their civilization was far more advanced than previously thought. So what does all this mean? Was the Great Pyramid simply a grand tomb, or was it something more? An observatory, a cosmic map, or a structure built with knowledge we have yet to fully understand? Even today, as we unravel the secrets of the universe, the Great Pyramid stands as a testament to the astronomical and mathematical genius of ancient Egypt. But the mystery deepens. Who exactly built this pyramid? Were they skilled Egyptian engineers, a lost civilization, or something beyond our current understanding? That's a question we explore in the next chapter. Chapter 4, Inside the Pyramid, Hidden Chambers and Mysteries. From the outside, the Great Pyramid is a masterpiece of engineering, but what lies inside is just as mysterious and enigmatic. Unlike most pyramids, which contain intricate corridors, statues, and hieroglyphics, the Great Pyramid's interior is stark, with only a few known chambers and passageways. But why? Was this by design, or are there hidden secrets yet to be uncovered? At the heart of the Great Pyramid lies the King's Chamber, one of the most studied and mysterious rooms in ancient history. Unlike other chambers, this one is made entirely of red granite from Aswan, transported over 500 miles away. The chamber is perfectly rectangular, measuring 20 cubits by 10 cubits, a precise mathematical ratio. The walls and ceiling are made of massive granite slabs, some weighing over 70 tons. At its center lies a granite sarcophagus, but here's the strange part: no mummies or burial treasures have ever been found. Did the pyramid serve a higher purpose beyond a tomb? Above the king's chamber, 5 hidden relieving chambers distribute the weight of the pyramid, preventing it from collapsing. But why such an elaborate effort? Was it simply for stability, or did it serve a greater function, perhaps one we still don't understand? Beneath the king's chamber lies the queen's chamber, though no queen was ever buried here. Unlike the king's chamber, it is smaller and less ornate. It contains a unique niche, the purpose of which remains unknown. 2 narrow shafts extend from its walls, leading not to the outside, but to unknown destinations within the pyramid. In 1993, a small robot was sent into one of these shafts, revealing a tiny, sealed door with copper handles. But what was behind it? In 2010, another probe drilled a hole into the door and found yet another door beyond it. What could be hidden at the end of this mysterious passage? A secret chamber, a message from the past. The search continues. Connecting the queen and king's chambers is the Grand Gallery, an awe-inspiring passageway that is over 28 feet high, far grander than a simple hallway. The walls contain intricate grooves, possibly to support some kind of mechanism. The sloped floor and precision-cut ceiling suggest advanced engineering knowledge. But its purpose remains unclear. Was it purely functional, or did it serve a ritualistic or astronomical purpose? In 2017, an international team of scientists made a shocking discovery using cosmic ray muon tomography, a technology that detects hidden voids within solid structures. They found a mysterious, 100-foot-long void directly above the Grand Gallery. Could this be an undiscovered chamber containing secrets of the ancient world? Was it a hidden burial chamber or a space used in construction? Or was it merely a structural necessity, with no hidden artifacts inside? To this day, no one knows. Attempts to explore it further have been met with resistance, and its true purpose remains a mystery buried in time. And then there's the subterranean chamber, carved deep within the bedrock, far below the pyramid itself. Unlike the king's and queen's chambers, this chamber is unfinished and rough-hewn. Its purpose is unclear. Was it an abandoned burial chamber, a failed early design, or a deliberate decoy to mislead tomb robbers? Some speculate it may have been used for ritualistic or religious purposes, though no evidence has confirmed this. With no hieroglyphs or markings, the subterranean chamber is a silent enigma, leaving archaeologists puzzled to this day. The Great Pyramid has stood for over 4,500 years, yet its secrets are still being uncovered. What other chambers might still be hidden within? Could there be undiscovered passageways leading to buried knowledge? Or is the pyramid hiding a message from the past, one that we have yet to decode? One thing is certain, the Great Pyramid still holds many mysteries. But could it be possible that we've been looking at it the wrong way? What if the pyramid wasn't just a tomb, but something far more mysterious? In the next chapter, we explore an idea that has fascinated historians and alternative researchers alike: the theory that the Great Pyramid was more than just a tomb. Could it have served an entirely different function? Chapter 5: Who really built the pyramids? For centuries, the question has persisted: who built the Great Pyramid of Giza? Many believe the traditional Hollywood narrative: thousands of slaves, beaten and starved, forced to labor under a merciless pharaoh. But what if this story is more fiction than fact? And then, there's the wildest theory of all: that aliens must have built the pyramids because ancient humans couldn't have possibly engineered such a structure on their own. But what does the actual evidence say? In the 1990s, Egyptologists made a groundbreaking discovery near Giza: tombs belonging to the very workers who built the pyramids. These weren't the graves of enslaved people. The bodies were carefully buried, showing honor and respect. Their remains showed signs of medical care, indicating they were looked after. And their diet, high in protein, rich in meat and bread, far better than that of ordinary Egyptians at the time. These findings shattered the slave labor myth. The workers weren't captives forced into labor. They were skilled artisans, engineers, and builders, honored for their contributions. But how was such a massive workforce organized? Historians estimate that around 20,000 to 30,000 workers built the Great Pyramid, not millions, as some myths claim. These workers lived in well-planned villages near the construction site. There were bakers, brewers, doctors, and even bureaucrats managing supplies and schedules. Many were likely farmers who worked seasonally, especially when the Nile flooded and made farming impossible. This wasn't just a job, it was a national project, possibly even a source of pride. The Egyptians built their civilization on the concept of ma'at, order, balance, and unity. The Great Pyramid wasn't just a tomb, it was a monument to Egypt's strength, resilience, and divine connection. But there's still something curious about their construction techniques. How did they move millions of massive stone blocks without modern machinery? The construction methods of the Great Pyramid are still debated today. Some theories include the straight ramp theory, a massive ramp extending from the base to the top. But a ramp this long would require as much material as the pyramid itself. The spiral ramp theory, a ramp winding around the pyramid's exterior, but no clear evidence of such a structure has been found. The internal ramp theory, French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin proposed that workers used hidden internal passageways to move the stones. Scans of the pyramid have suggested anomalies that may support this idea. And then there's a recent breakthrough: ancient writings found in Wadi al-Jarf, the world's oldest known papyrus. This papyrus belonged to Merer, an official who oversaw the transportation of limestone blocks from Tura to Giza. His daily records detail the logistical efforts that went into the pyramid's construction. Blocks were transported via the Nile on wooden boats. Specialized teams worked under a hierarchical command structure. The project was meticulously planned, showing advanced engineering skills. This discovery confirmed what many archaeologists suspected: the Great Pyramid wasn't built by slaves, but by highly organized laborers who understood construction, logistics, and teamwork. Despite these discoveries, some questions remain unanswered. The mathematical precision of the pyramid, with its near-perfect alignment to true north. The use of massive 70-ton granite blocks in the king's chamber, raised to incredible heights. The sheer speed of construction. If built in 20 years, it would mean placing one block every 2-3 minutes, 24/7. Some argue that the Egyptians may have possessed knowledge now lost to time, using techniques we have yet to rediscover. Was it simply brilliant engineering or something more? One thing is certain: the pyramids were built by the hands of humans, not aliens, but they remain one of the greatest achievements in human history. In the next chapter, we explore what the pyramids may have truly been used for. Were they just tombs, or did they serve another, greater purpose? Chapter 6: Enduring Legacy and Modern MYSTRIS. For over 4,500 years, the Great Pyramid of Giza has stood as a silent witness to history. It has endured earthquakes, invasions, and the relentless march of time, yet it remains, defying nature and human conflict. Historians, travelers, and scholars from across the world have been mesmerized by this ancient wonder. Herodotus, the Greek historian, was one of the first to document its existence in the 5th century BCE, though some of his accounts blended fact with myth. Napoleon Bonaparte stood before it in 1798, marveling at its size and rumored to have said, "Soldiers, from the top of these pyramids, 40 centuries look down upon you." Modern archaeologists use cutting-edge technology, laser scanning, cosmic ray detectors, and AI modeling to uncover new secrets hidden within its stone walls. But for all we have learned, one undeniable truth remains: the Great Pyramid still holds mysteries that continue to baffle us. Despite centuries of study, many questions remain. What lies inside the hidden void discovered in 2017 using cosmic ray scanning? Could it be an undiscovered chamber or just an architectural necessity? How were the massive granite blocks of the king's chamber transported and placed at such heights? Why is the pyramid's alignment so precise? Was it merely architectural skill, or did the ancient Egyptians possess a deeper understanding of astronomy and mathematics than we ever imagined? And then there's a grander question: what was the true purpose of the pyramids? Most mainstream historians believe the Great Pyramid was a royal tomb built for Pharaoh Khufu. But some researchers propose alternative theories. A power plant? Some fringe theories suggest the pyramid's internal chambers and materials indicate a form of ancient energy production, though this lacks solid evidence. A giant astronomical observatory. The pyramid's alignment with Orion's belt and the movement of celestial bodies suggests a deep connection to the stars. A gateway to the afterlife. The layout of the chambers and passages might have symbolized the journey of the soul, guiding the pharaoh into eternity. While no single theory has been proven beyond doubt, one thing is certain: the Great Pyramid was much more than just a pile of stone blocks. It was a sacred structure, an engineering triumph, and possibly even a tool of knowledge lost to time. The Great Pyramid of Giza continues to inspire architects, engineers, and dreamers worldwide. It is the last surviving wonder of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. Its influence can be seen in modern architecture, from towering skyscrapers to megastructures. Even today, its mathematical precision and construction methods challenge us to rethink what the ancients were capable of. If the Egyptians, without modern tools, cranes, or computers, could build something so monumental, what are we capable of today? Perhaps the greatest mystery of the Great Pyramid is not how it was built, but rather what it says about human potential. So what do you think? Were the ancient Egyptians far more advanced than we give them credit for? Do you believe there are still hidden secrets within the pyramid waiting to be uncovered? Or is the real mystery in how it has inspired generations for thousands of years? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible stories from history. Until next time, keep questioning the past, because history still has secrets left to reveal. The Great Pyramid of Giza is more than just an ancient monument. It is a symbol of human ambition, ingenuity, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. For over 4,500 years, it has stood as a bridge between past and present, reminding us of the extraordinary capabilities of the people who came before us. It challenges our assumptions about history and leaves us in awe of what humanity can achieve. Even with all our modern technology, we still debate how it was built, why it was built, and what secrets it still holds. And perhaps that is its greatest power, not just as a structure of stone, but as a monument to mystery itself. So as we look back at this engineering marvel, we are left with one final question. If the ancients could accomplish this with their limited tools, what incredible wonders can we create today? Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. What do you think? Is there still more to uncover about the Great Pyramid? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more incredible stories from the ancient world. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and never stop uncovering the past.